We have had some technical problems.
We need to cut on music.
Hello!
Hi! Welcome to PTZOptics Live. This is Friday.
We're super excited to be giving you guys the inside scoop on what we're going to be up to at the NAB show. That's the National Association of Broadcasters show in Las Vegas, Nevada.
We're ready. We've got some of our bags packed in terms of technology, and we are going to go over everything that we're bringing you virtually and physically for that show.
Let's let them in on it. All right, so first of all, where is our booth? Our booth is now at the front of Central Hall. You know, you start going to these broadcasting shows and eventually they give you a good space. We're at the front of Central Hall. You can't miss us. That is literally pretty much the front of the show.
You know, to look for that giant camera sign, and we'll be right there. Don't forget to put us on your NAB map. Moving on here, we don't want you to have to pay for a pass as an attendee for NAB, so make sure you use the code LV3384 when signing up and registering for your code. I believe we only have 9 days left that's active for, so take advantage of that.
And by the way, don't forget to get the NAB Show app and add us there as well, because we want you guys to know where to find us. And there's a really great little map, makes everything super easy. So you get the free pass, you get to NAB, and Tess is going to show us really quickly our live streaming show schedule. Because if you can't make it to NAB, we still want you to get some of the best interviews of some of our partners and friends in the industry. Tess, do you want to show them our schedule?
Sure. We've got our main schedule, which you're looking at the square right now, which is going to be our 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time content. On Monday, we have Dr. Andrew Cross, and who do we have to have after him? We have Magewell. On Tuesday, we have vMix, followed by Jeff Adams of Be Live. On Wednesday, we have Tom Sinclair of Eastern Shore Broadcasting, and then X Keys. And then finally, on Thursday, we have Blackmagic Design and Mimo Live. Do you want me to play a little video that I have made?
Sure. Well, let's show them this is the...
Oh, you wanted me to...
Yeah, let's show them the
We're going to physically show you a printed schedule that we do have, just so you guys have a good look of what's going on here. Again, I briefly touched on this, but Monday we have New Tech and Magewell. These segments are going to be about a half hour, so make sure you have that time cut out. And directly after those segments, we will be drawing the giveaway winners. More on that to come soon. Tuesday, we have vMix and Jeff Adams. Wednesday, Tom Sinclair is going to host his own show, Streaming Idiots, at 12 p.m., followed by being a guest on our show at 1 p.m. Then X Keys, Thursday, Blackmagic Design, and then Mimo Live. And that's not including a plethora of other interviews that we're going to tell you about soon.
So that's right. We got even more interviews. So that is from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. That is Pacific Standard Time. And then from 2 to 3, we're also going to be bringing you guys some really great guests from the industry as well. So stick around for all of that. Plus, we're going to be running around and grabbing IRL streams with a wireless live view pack to take you to actual booths at NAB throughout all of that, if you can imagine. So it's going to be crazy. Now, let's not forget that between 11 a.m. and noon, we're actually going to be helping host the Live View show from their booth in the South Hall. So we're going to be running around, again, mobile streaming as well.
Yeah, that's Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. We are lucky enough to be hosting Live View's content. On Monday, we're going to be talking about sports. On Tuesday, we're going to be talking about houses of worship. And on Wednesday, we're going to be talking about corporate streaming. So you don't want to miss that early morning streams, because we're going to be running around, like Paul said, with the IRL and much more at the LiveView booth.
So big thanks to LiveView. And
big announcement for us. Paul and I are honored to be taking it to the main stage of NAB this year. And we're not actually going to be guests. We're going to be hosting. So we have quite a few segments that they've invited us to host for the NAB main broadcast by Broadcast Beat. That's going to be on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 3 p.m. Pacific time. So our schedules are really packed, but we're happy that they are, and we feel so fortunate. We're going to be talking about a lot of amazing stuff still in the works. LinkedIn Live. We're going to be talking about sports streaming. We're going to be talking about schools with broadcast systems. We're going to be talking about esports and so much more. So definitely make sure you're with us for that whole ride. It's going to be a bumpy one.
We've got a lot of great shows there, including church streaming as well. So it's going to be awesome. Cannot wait to get on the main stage, and we're going to have a great time. Finally, the Streaming Idiots Meetup. Well, it's not finally. It's there's a lot of info here. Tuesday at 5 p.m. If you can make it to our booth, we're having an open bar happy hour for the Streaming Idiots Meetups. Don't forget to join the Streaming Idiots group and RSVP, of course, because we can only have, I think, 200 people there. Maybe 100. 100, 200?
100.
100.
I think 200 is the
200,
cap
yeah.
now. But so more on that. You are going to have to acquire a special pass because we are keeping the convention center open after doors close. We are required to distribute a special pass to people who are going to be attending that event. That means you can go to the Facebook event, Streaming Idiots Meetup on Facebook, and register there. There's also an Eventbrite connected within that Facebook event. It's on Eventbrite if you want to search that event as well. Make sure that you and anybody you're bringing is registered. We need to know a direct count of people. We need to make sure we're not over that count, and we need to make sure that you have a pass so you can get into that event. So be sure to register, please.
And we'll show you how to get there in just a minute. It is at our booth, so big deal there. Finally, we are doing a giveaway. Not finally, I keep saying that, every single day. So check out PTZOptics.com/giveaway so that you can win one of the many free cameras and giveaways that we have.
Speaking of giveaways, back to the event that we were just talking about, make sure you bring your business card because there will be a lot of great giveaways at that event, separate from our own giveaways that we are doing. Special shout out to our sponsors, of course, Eastern Shore Broadcasting, Tom Sinclair, co-hosting this event with us, Magewell, and X Keys. Bring your business cards to enter the giveaways there. I thought Michael would enjoy this one. For all more detail on this information, so you can keep it in your records, you want to be sure to sign up at PTZOptics.com/NAB for our NAB email list so we can notify you when we do go live during those show days, as well as more information on giveaways, where to be, information on signing up for the meetup, and so on. So be sure to sign up for that.
Okay, now I think I know this one. The Giant Easter giveaway has been extended until a week before Easter. So that's in the middle of April. So if you're a church or you're a member of a church, sign up to win one of our biggest giveaways ever, the Eastern Shore Broadcasting PC, built with vMix, X Keys, and a whole bunch more, PTZOptics cameras and more.
I believe we did extend the entry date on that as well. So you do have a few more weeks to enter. And now I think I can actually say, finally, we're going to share a really fun story with you today of an interview we had with a student that makes the most out of broadcasting PTZ cameras, PTZOptics cameras. A great heartwarming story, kind of a student really applied to broadcasting. Really cool
I got
for us
back
to see.
from the Bronx, New York. Ian Fuller is one in the broadcast club. He's actually mentioned in the new Accelerated Broadcast Club curriculum book, which is coming out soon, but it's not out yet. Keep your eye out for that. Let's hear what Ian Fuller has to say about using PTZOptics cameras to live stream high school sports. Hi everybody, Paul Richards here with PTZOptics. I'm at the SAR High School with Ian Fuller. Ian has been in the broadcast club for over a year, and he's agreed to tell us a little bit about his experience. Thanks, Ian.
So I joined this club. I originally started working with the camera, and I realized I had a great time with it, and I really enjoyed it. Then I actually found that I could work with the live stream software, and there I actually got to run the whole live stream production, where I got to control what was being shown on the live stream and really just run the whole thing, which I found to be really awesome and a really great time. I really enjoyed doing it too.
What has it been like? What was it like before you got the PTZOptics camera, and what kind of functionality do you have now?
So before we got the camera, had to be very manual. The thing I really like about this PTZ camera is that it has the presets. For example, we do for the basketball games, we have presets for foul shots. We have presets for the team sidelines. And it makes it much easier to do. Also, it's a lot smoother, I think.
So you're the joystick operator, right?
Yes.
So this camera you're in complete control of it. Other kids in broadcast clubs, what is it like to operate that? You want to show us what you do here?
So we have the main presets at half court. Then we have one for either side of the gym. And then also we have the foul shots. So we get a nice clear shot there. A team, usually that's where the bench would be for the team. So you have a nice shot of it there. you can easily just smoothly follow them and to both sides of the basket. So sometimes we set up, for example, in that corner, so I could zoom in if we have an interview, and I think it's just really great and a really cool thing about this camera.
You've got these basketball games that go out, but then you take a break and you do, is it a coach interview?
So sometimes we do coach interviews, and other times we have like a video commercial break.
Last thing I wanted to ask you was just about being in the club. So you've been in the club for a year now. It sounds like you really enjoy it. Have you heard any stories about the students allowing their families to be able to see it? Like, because I think at the end of the day, it's about the students.
See, when kids talk about like watching the game even at home, you know, they think it's really cool, and I'm really just happy to be able to help them to be able to just watch this at home so they can't make it. So I just think it's really great to be able to help them.
I guess the last thing I would ask you is about your personal experience. Is there something that you've learned that you're taking away from this that you think makes you a better person, or more able to maybe get to learn a new career path, or kind of work on your strengths or weaknesses?
So I think this improves a few skills. Some are just like I learned a few, like planning out what you want to do for planning out what you want to show. Also just like organizing everything and making sure it's clear and easy to access and to do. So if you're breaking for a commercial, you have it up there ready to do. So once the announcers say we're going to take a break, you could right away break it. That's really good preparation, organization.
Which are really great skills to have,
Yes.
Obviously.
Yeah.
And then obviously camera operation is something that...
Camera operation, yeah. So I love being able to have control of the camera, and I think it's really great. Also,
Well, the last thing I'll say then is that hopefully we're going to be working with the school's robotics department, because this is a robotic camera, and the computer programming departments as well, because you can write custom programs for the cameras. So hopefully, you know, you'll get a lot of learning experiences out of that. Thanks for taking the time.
All right, thank you so much.
Bye, everybody. All right, what a great interview from Ann Fuller. Thank you so much. All right, now Tess is going to show us where to find our booth at NAB, and then we're going to head over to a new studio that we have with some really cool surprises.
We want to make sure that you guys really get the message here of where to find us. There will be stickers labeling on the ground, directing you towards our booth. So, you know, we'll really map it out. But we are going to be in Central Hall, the largest hall at NAB, right smack dab in the center. This blue guy, they labeled it that color because that's the color of our branding. I'm kidding. And we are going to be right here, C3326.
Awesome. So yeah, Central Hall there. Don't worry about it, Mike. Cut that. It's not updating for some reason.
It's not repopulating, but you can see behind us, we're going to be right over here, the left side of Central Hall.
That's the main entrance right there.
Isn't this the main entrance?
No, this is.
Okay.
This is the main entrance right here.
Got it.
Boom. This is where like the food is. North Hall's up here. This is the main
we are. This whole
entrance.
time I've been thinking about opposite. So we really are.
Yeah.
Right there.
That's the main entrance that people pour through this door and this door mainly.
Well, we're excited to be front row and center. And yeah, I can't wait to meet so many of you there.
All right. So stick around. We're going to switch studios real quick. Very excited about this. And we'll just play a couple quick clips from NAB last year as we transfer over there. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. All right, we're here. Can you guys hear us? I think we're working. How's it going, everybody?
Something we're never supposed to say.
Yeah.
Because we're supposed to be professionals and know that it works, but it doesn't always work now, does it?
So here we are in our live streaming studio,
We
we wanted to talk a little bit about last year at NAB.
Yeah.
So Tess, what was the most memorable moment of NAB for you last year?
That's tough because there were certainly a few, but the two that kind of topped my list, number one would be just kind of meeting everybody that I had only spoken to digitally, and also taking the main stage. That was a huge honor and very nerve-wracking and very exciting.
That was a lot of fun to see you on the main stage. Because you had really only been in the industry for a year, and then boom, you're at the top stage of NAB. That's pretty cool.
I don't know how that happened, but I guess we must be doing something right around here.
Wow, that's awesome.
How about you?
All right, so my most memorable moment from last year, I think, was probably interviewing Dr. Andrew Cross. I was so honored that he came to it, and we're going to have him. He's going to be our first interview, kicking things off.
I know. I
this
can't
year.
believe that that's the spot he wanted to take, but it makes sense because that's kind of really kicking things off strong.
Yeah, so that's a great one.
I love looking back at the pictures of us with him because I'm like looking up to him with like my arms crossed in this such like subservient pose, like so nervous.
That's so funny. So, all right, so tell me this then. Who was the person that you saw that you were most like starstruck by, that you were like, wow, I can't believe I got the chance to meet you?
Yeah, we met quite a few people that I would consider stars, especially online, but hands down, my favorite meeting was definitely with Luria from Live Streaming Pros, because I definitely see her as a role model and somebody I look up to in the industry. So meeting with her, I was totally fangirling.
Wow.
But it was so much fun, and she was just as sweet as she is on camera.
Wow, that's awesome.
How about you? Who was the standout?
So for me, I randomly, on a Sunday before the show, bumped into Peter McKinnon, who at that time, I don't even watch his YouTube anymore, but at that time, I was watching him all the time, seeing what he was doing in the video industry, and he was hired by Adobe to talk about Premiere, I believe.
Yeah.
And so I bumped into Peter McKinnon, and I was just like, it was so weird because I had been like watching so much of his YouTube channel.
And you also were doing a mobile stream from inside the venue or something like that, or recording a video, and we actually caught him in the background on one of your videos. I remember that.
I think something like that, yeah. So that was fun. So
I wonder who we're going to
bumped
meet
into
this
him.
year.
You never know who you're going to meet. I
No.
mean, you really wanted to meet that one movie star person that was there. Dax Shepard, I think, was there.
Yeah. Was Kristen Bell there too?
Kristen Bell was there too.
I think she was there. I was like trying to keep my eye out.
Yeah.
But I never found them.
Well,
they weren't seeking out us. I don't know why. I mean, that doesn't make any sense. But
yeah, why weren't they trying to find us? Maybe people will. I will say 2 years ago, too, I met Redfoo from LMFAO.
I remember that.
And that was kind of crazy. But we were in like the back of South Hall back then. Now we've really moved up. And I mean, look at us now. We've got 3 studios, live streaming all the time. I hope you guys like this new studio set. We've got our slider and everything, and it's really looking good.
I really wonder who we're going to meet this year, and let us know in the chat if you have knowledge of somebody or company that's going to be there that we should be talking about. I think on our next Stream Geek show, we're going to talk about the top booths to visit, the most anticipated in our industry, at least, to visit, right?
Definitely. Yeah, we're planning on doing that on Monday. So I think it's almost time to go ahead and walk into the podcast studio, answer all your guys' questions. Thanks for watching live, everybody. And we're 3 weeks away. So you can see it. We're already this excited.
We're super excited. I mean, there's so much work that goes into it, and I can't even begin to explain how crazy it is. But it means a lot at this point. We're just super excited.
So I guess we'll see you guys in the podcast in just one moment. Thanks for watching, everybody. Stick around.